What actually is trauma? Trauma has long been misunderstood, as we have struggled to define and explain the complex effects it can have on the body and mind. To many, trauma is thought of as an event or experience, usually one that is distressing and memorable, an unforgettable moment etched into our brains forever. This idea is misguided but popular, promoted in films and other media, often through the image of the traumatized soldier suffering from shell shock. However, trauma is much more varied and complex than this. Trauma is not an event or even an experience. It's how the body responds to a single event or several experiences. Importantly, because trauma is rooted in the body's unconscious response, we may not actually remember being traumatized. The effects of this stress response can make this memory inaccessible. So, how is trauma stored? Mental health can be difficult to understand because it is often invisible. Trauma is the hidden scar that's left when our response to an overwhelming threat is incomplete. So, what causes the scar? When a threat is detected, the body is flooded with stress hormones, readying us for fighting or escaping. However, when the threat seems so overwhelming and inescapable that we cannot get away or fight back, we freeze. This sense of being trapped leaves us feeling helpless, frightened, and out of control. It's this feeling of complete vulnerability and frozen defenselessness that causes the scar of trauma to be left behind, because when we freeze, the energy generated for defensive action becomes stuck in the body. Trauma can affect how we feel, think, and relate to others, even long after the event has occurred, as the body continues to react as if we are still in danger. What are the causes of trauma? Trauma isn't only from challenging childhoods or from catastrophic events. It can stem from lesser-known causes like witnessing violence, bereavement, illness or surgeries, school or workplace bullying, and accidents. When it comes to the causes of trauma and the reactivation of the trauma response through triggers, perceived threat plays a crucial role. We create and recreate danger in our minds, and the feeling or perception of danger can trigger the same biological stress response as real threat. Trauma can change how we perceive and interpret the world in many ways. This alteration can cause neutral, harmless sensory stimulation to be interpreted as painful or threatening by the brain. Constantly perceiving the world as dangerous can be exhausting, affecting relationships, work, daily life, and leading to a number of common mental and physical health conditions such as depression, anxiety, PTSD, suicidality, and chronic illnesses. At Khiron clinics, we treat the root causes of trauma, not just the symptoms. Our unique treatment programs are delivered by clinicians who are informed, trained, and supervised by some of the world's top trauma experts. Khiron Clinics offers therapies that also include working on releasing the frozen energy and helping clients heal unfinished responses to earlier threats, which promotes lasting recovery.